Hi guys and welcome to Katie Reviews and to this trailer review of the new Ghostbusters trailer. So guys, what can I tell ya? I hear that this trailer, is getting a lot of, bad mojo and people are not happy with it. But I'll tell you what I think. Personally, I haven't seen the other Ghostbusters movie, so I'm not an expert of the on the franchise. But yeah, I can understand in a way how people are angry because they know what Ghostbusters were before and all that. But what I see from this trailer, since I'm super impartial to any of this, I super love it. And I love it because I love all the actresses that participate. I love Melissa McCarthy, Kate McKinnon. It's one of the most hilarious actresses you can ever see. She's from Saturday Night Live. Leslie Jones. She's okay. She's funny. And of course, the amazing Kristen Wiig. And Kristen Wiig, she can play a hell of a lot of kinds of roles. And on SNL, just like Kate McKinnon, she was the best. You have the four of the most funniest women on the planet. And I know that this is not supposed to be exactly a comedy, but they do want to make it a funny movie in a way. In the same time, I hear some complaints that they are not supermodels, which is absolutely ridiculous because, okay, I don't have any idea of the previous movies. I tried to watch them, but I just wasn't interested. Never, never the movies attracted me and sucked me in. It was like, I'm not sure what the hell is that. I mean, it's not so interesting to me. I never was attracted to Ghostbusters in the first place, but to hear such a stupid complaint that they are not supermodels, are you crazy? The guys that played Ghostbusters, in Ghostbusters, they were one of the most unattractive men I've ever seen in my life. And Kate McKinnon is actually pretty when you see her in her real, look. And of course, Kristen Wiig is not bad, and even Melissa McCarthy, if she loses even more weight, she's going to be very, very awesome looking because she is pretty, naturally pretty in general. And yeah, Leslie Jones, I'm not sure about her, but it just doesn't matter in the Ghostbusters movie. It just doesn't. Again, remember how the old guys looked, and they're just. It's like somebody took a contest of the most unattractive men they could find, and actors, and those guys won. So I don't want to insult anybody and on any level. I'm just saying that not all of these complaints, I'm sure, are objective in any way. So, for a person that never really was interested in the Ghostbusters franchise in the first place, I'm super interested now. I'm super happy with it. With what I've seen. Like I said, I'm just in love with all those actresses. They're all so awesome. And I think that they could make a great, great team. And the movie, it seems to be about just a team that picks up the mantle and the work of Ghostbusters, basically, so they can eradicate the next threat 30 years later. So this is not like a reboot, remake. This is a continuation of the story. And when you think about it, it's perfectly possible in that universe that 30 years later we can see another group of people, and this in this case just happens to be women, to pick up this job and to try to get rid of the world of ghosts, because all you need is basically a proton pack and to know how to point and shoot things. So it doesn't seem that difficult overall. So yeah, it's not like they deleted all the rest of the movies and said, we are going to replace every single one of those guys and make the characters new and fresh. Those girls are totally different characters that just try and pick things where the guys left off, or something like this, which is a lot better than someone just arrives and takes the role of some of your favorite characters, and it's not. This is not the case. Those are totally new people. Like for instance, in some other Terminator that is just like a new model and he has nothing to do with your Terminator starts killing bad Terminators, that doesn't mean that the old Terminator is not and was still very good. It's just that there is a new Terminator that is not the same as the previous Terminator, just his own Terminator, and he's doing his own thing and killing, the enemies, and that is his story. In the same way, this is the story of those girls trying to kill ghosts. So they just decided to go with that instead of the story from before. But that also doesn't mean that they can, bring the old cast back in some way and do Ghostbusters with them. I'm sure that they are pretty old by now, but maybe they're going to think of something. You have no idea, but I mean that this movie does not, is not necessarily an obstacle for the previous guys to return, and they do not take the roles of the guys, of the each and every character. They are just their own characters doing the same job, because 30 years later the world is totally changed, and we are totally changed also. I mean, it's not the same movies, movie culture like 30 years earlier. So everything is changed, and it's just different world now, and they just present Ghostbusters girls that are doing the job that they want to do in order to help the other people. So that's it's just their story is other story, just like the guys' original stories are their story, and one story doesn't conflict with the other story. So for me it's just no problem at all. So I don't see how everyone can be like, oh my gosh, this is terrible and these special effects are terrible, and well, we can't have puppets now. It's not logical to today's times, and those ghosts, they look super unrealistic. I mean, ghosts does not look like this, but you know it's a funny movie. It's not like a serious movie. It's not like a horror movie. They can do Casper if they want and put it in the movie. It's going to be hilarious. So yeah. So guys, this is just another story that is separate from the other story, and I don't see why the two stories can just coexist. Because have in mind that if the only way to bring the Ghostbusters back was through this idea, that was the only idea that was approved and actually went through, and they made a movie with it. So you know how Hollywood works. I don't like it either. It's not like with Xena fans now that they want to make a reboot totally different from Xena. I mean, they want to make her like Katniss, and it's the same exact character. It's not the story of the daughter of Xena, and we are not watching a show about her, and it's her story. They want to make Xena, So, you getting what I'm saying? That it's just not the same. It's not that bad. If they now create Xena like they want to, and they make her more like Katniss than Xena, I'm going to be outraged because they are changing my favorite character. And they now take Terminator and make it like a complete pussy, excuse my language, and not know how to shoot. You're going to kill that character. You're going to destroy everything good about him. So it's not what they are doing. They're just creating a separate story and separate characters on their own. So yeah, for me this is awesome. I'm going to see it. I'm going to support the movie because I like it. I like what I'm seeing. I like the characters, like I said, the actresses, and that's my opinion, guys. So let me know what you think about it, and you can discuss this in the comments. But be respectful, guys, because everyone is entitled to their own opinion, and we can't jump on people just because they have different opinion of us. I think that is clear, but apparently it's not, because this is the internet. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe, share this video, rate, comment, and till next time with Katie G Reviews. Best games for the best prices on g2a.com and citykeys.com. If you'd like to subscribe, you can click the button to the right, and you can also check out my gaming channel, Katie G Gaming.